Welcome to Mama What's Next, a podcast for all the amazing women navigating the wonderful challenges of exploring a new version of yourself after becoming a mom. I'm your host, Melly, and together with my incredible guests, I'm here to help you explore who you are now and help guide you to your true path, one that feels authentic and fulfilling at the same time. Motherhood changes everything, yes. It's beautiful, transformative, and sometimes it pulls us away from the woman we were. Together we dive into career change stories and how to live a life that truly reflects who we are without guilt and with the courage to embrace your journey. So get yourself a coffee, steal a moment for yourself, and let's explore this next chapter of your life. I am super happy that you're here. Welcome. I don't know what I want. I don't know how to position and market myself. That is a problem that so many of us solopreneurs and women starting their second act and their second chapter in their career start to face as they are building out a new business or solopreneur offering. So I want to share with you a little bit about my very own struggle as a multi-passionate female entrepreneur, as a mom who has by now run several business projects. It's something that I keep running into over and over again. So I thought I had landed on something so fantastic for me. But somehow in my body, I felt that something was holding me back, that some of my ideal clients will not cluster themselves into that particular type of work that I wanted to focus on. However, inside the bucket called transformational work, women who are starting their second act, reinventing, transitioning into transformational work, they struggle to explain what they actually do. They struggle to articulate, explain, and communicate what they do. So there are two pieces in here: the positioning, the specific place they sit at, who they serve, and how and what the transformation is. And then the visibility and marketing work, where you communicate what you do. So when I now talk about my very own positioning struggle, I can tell you I want something memorable, recognizable, and where it makes click for people, something where the name already carries what I do. And after 2 years and close to 100 episodes, that name Mama What's Next may have to evolve. And that's okay. So coming back to my own struggle, it's been interesting how I, as a multi-passionate creative, have evolved naturally now, and as a business owner, away from wanting to serve everyone, specifically mothers. Of course, my drive and support still sits with moms and supporting their journey as a working mother and weighing in on the conversation we need to have as a society to highlight the need to support and acknowledge and celebrate the work a mother brings, not just to a kitchen table, but to the CEO table, to the leadership table at work. The capabilities she has grown, the skill set, the emotional intelligence, the understanding, the community building, the communication skills, the nurturing, the patience, the supporting, understanding, raising of humans, all that needs to find more recognition and celebration in workplaces. So that will always be a part of what I stand for and support and cherish. But I also recognize that in this world we live in, you are rewarded for expertise. And even though I built a successful freelance consulting business, working with long-term clients in premium tech and career guidance, which I absolutely love, I still have a desire to build a stronger third leg to stand on, which is working with independent solopreneurs to support service-based business owners, women who left corporate, make the impact they desire when they build service-based transformational businesses. So my own struggle has always been, how do I pack my 20 years of marketing experience and content production experience into an offer and communicate it in a way that it makes sense for people? And who do I want to serve and why? And as a multi-passionate entrepreneur, that is so difficult because I have done so much in the past. I even built a premium shoe brand in Italy without prior knowledge in shoemaking or language skills or shoe manufacturing contacts. So I know when I put my mind to things, when I have a clear goal, I will succeed. There's always a way, I believe, if you want it enough. However, here with this visibility exercise that the podcast has been for me, that was never clear. And it was an experiment, a passion project. And that's important to understand for you. Some journeys we walk because we grow and learn personally, stretch ourselves so we can step into a new identity, a new persona. And we need to give it time without pressure, without a I have to, because the main part of life is exploration, expansion, growth, getting to know ourselves better. So make sure you also enjoy that messy middle part. Sometimes they don't feel so nice. I know. And also that is part of the journey, your journey. Now I feel the circle has completed and I need to step into that new next chapter. And part of that is, how do I position my expertise in a way that is specific enough while still allowing enough room to wiggle my multi-passionate toes in this little box, while still allowing women to benefit from my marketing expertise as a whole that extends into hands-on lead generation knowledge, communication channels like email, social, visibility strategy, content strategy, but being specific enough to build deeper expertise in an area of work and becoming recognizable, becoming easy to understand, because that is always tricky for multi-passionate creatives. People can't put you in a box. So they don't even try to understand what you do. And essentially, it's not their job. It's mine and it's yours. I initially landed on somatic and healing work, but something in my body felt icky. And it's not that it's a niche of a certain group of people. It's more that I felt it excluded many people I would love to support, and helping women articulate what they do and communicate and market themselves easily. So I kept digging, yes. And once this landed for me, I knew that it's the right bucket, because me, being a Scorpio and a 5/1 manifesting generator and the magician archetype, I love personality tests in case you haven't noticed yet. I I'm all about this type of work. And I feel in a world that becomes increasingly disconnected from the human element and our body and the body-mind feeling connection, this type of work is essential. But I also recognize that the work, healing or spiritual, might be part of it, but I don't want to associate so strongly with either of those bubbles. Sometimes for legal reasons, sometimes because it feels airy-fairy. Yes, so I have become clear on one core common denominator now in all of the work that I love and support and want to support. It's transformation. I, as a person, am all about transformation. I thrive on it. And people stepping into or working in this space are my type of people, naturally. We share common values and goals. So there we are now. That's the new direction and focus, helping women who do transformational work articulate and communicate what they do to the people who need to hear it the most. Now, this episode I developed came to life through 4 pages of freehand writing, and I planned for it to be much shorter so I can share a positioning framework with you, but we'll have to leave this for another episode now. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. And I hope this makes sense to you, and I hope it also sheds some light onto your own struggles and maybe also helps you ease that burden and ease the pressure that you might be feeling for yourself. Sometimes you just need to give your thoughts more space, and you need to give yourself more time to sit with a feeling and with a positioning. Just let yourself feel it and let yourself explore what it does with you, and if it works for you, how it works for you. I also shared an idea today where you can take a positioning that you have developed for a particular group of people, a particular type of work, that you can test with 5 people and see what that does to you. What do these people say about the work that you deliver? What do you feel about the work that you deliver? How did you deliver it? Did you enjoy it? Would you change something? Does it feel good? Does it feel exciting? Are you getting into a flow? Or is it the opposite? And then you have to keep digging. For me, I know when I think about people doing transformational work, for me, I have now landed on something that feels right for me as a person, but also as a business and for this podcast. And I will share more stories with you where I speak to women entrepreneurs doing transformational work who want to create real change. Yet when someone asks them, so what do? They find themselves searching for the right words. And that's where the work begins. That's where visibility begins. By turning conversations into clarity, by adding a face to a story. Each week, I will be interviewing women who have built their second act, grown holistic businesses and practices around transformational work, and navigate visibility in their own way and found paths that feel aligned rather than performative. So together we'll explore the stories, lessons, challenges behind becoming visible and trusted, so more people can understand your work and connect with your message and find their way to you. I'm incredibly happy you're here and joining me for today's episode. I'm excited to be sharing more stories with you very soon. My name is Mel, and I help transformational practitioners who know their work creates transformation. but struggle to put it into words, market themselves, and grow their visibility. And that's exactly what we're exploring here each week. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you next week.